I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro. Hello out there in Videoland, it's me again, the lazy video gamer, and yeah, I could made a little video or named this video with a typically clickbait title, but I'm not the person who do that. Maybe someday I will do an experiment and just make a cool thumbnail and a clickbait title and watch how much people would click on that. But that's not the topic of this little fireside chat that I wanna talk about. Well, is it easy or is it hard to say that I'm, let me say, maybe, or for pretty sure, stop buying games over eBay. It's a great platform if you wanna, if you take a look, if you search a certain title, and there are a lot of great sellers out there. On one side, I have nowadays a decent, more than decent collection of video games. If I be honest, I don't have the time to play and worship all my games like I would. But that's not a bad thing. Yeah. So I got a lot of games. But why I stop collecting or buying games over such platforms? There are two reasons for that. The first reason is, of course, there are insane prices at a certain point out there, and with nowadays technologies, it is questionable to pay the new price or double the new price or 10 times the new price of a game just to play it. I saw lately a video about some expensive Game Boy games, and the Simon Belmont saga, Castlevanias on the Game Boy were shown in this video, and I thought, why? Those games are so expensive. They are not spectacular games. Or The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, it's a triple new price. I have a copy, I have my original copy from back in the day, and I think collecting video games should be the thrill and excitement of hunting it down on a yard sale or for a price. Let me say a game costs back then 100 bucks, nowadays 30 bucks, it's an old game. But it's also a little bit not blindfolded when I'm saying that, because if the game is in great condition, I was every time willed to pay a good price for it. But there is one reason particular I wanna show you and talk about from my personal experience I had lately, and it's sad cause at most times good experiences with the platform eBay. But stay tuned and listen to my words once more. So, I tried to keep it short. Maybe you saw my last Fireside Chat and you know that I purchased our Tau Anniversary Redux Edition. Yeah, I purchased this because I want to show you that you don't have to buy the expensive play mochi stuff they released for the Polymega, who only runs on the Polymega. So, but this, it's not a problem with this particular purchase that I made. It was in fact the alternative purchase, cause I purchased it once before, and in mid-November, and also the game down there, cause yeah, it's a PlayStation game from a German daily soap who still exists, but just for yeah, fun, because this daily soap was so popular and the PlayStation was so popular, so I thought it would be funny to see that game. So those two games from a German seller never arrived. After yeah, maybe 2 weeks after the delivery date, I was wondering and curious, and yeah, wanna ask for shipping information, cause officially they never were shipped. So I wrote them. I got no answer. I wrote them again. I got no answer. And then I checked out his profile, and I saw that there are negative ratings on this site for this seller, and I wasn't the only person with bad experience. So I contacted weeks after eBay and the customer support, and they helped me. I got my money back, and yeah, what was funny, or let me say, what was sad, that there were a lot of experiences like I had. Those two are mine, if I'm... yeah, those two upper here are mine critics that I later then typed in, and you can see there is a little bit, yeah, something going on with this seller. So, but eBay solved the problem. They sent me the survey, like they always or most time do, and the problem for me was solved. Well, I was interested in another game as well, and this is this one. It's Power Move Wrestling, here in the American version from this seller, and sadly I had the same experience. I never got the game. I wrote him, I never got an answer, not after weeks of more than one tries. I contacted eBay. They solved the problem in that case, or in that kind, that I became back the money. I graded him, but my rating did who I completely filled out don't appears here. So he has 0 negatively ratings, and that's not true. I graded him not positive, of course, because he also never answered to my mails, never wrote back. And this is one thing, or one point that I say, yeah, let me say that clear. I'm not so quite sure. Should I buy from eBay again? Except for those sellers who I know for a longer time. Because just imagine if ratings are disappearing, negatively commentaries disappeared. Why and how? And now it's funny because this game that I purchased, who he just can't prove that he shipped to me, that was the official answer, is back on sale. Maybe he has a stock photo that's legit, that's okay, that's legal. Maybe he has some more. Funny is, it's the same description, it's the same item, for that doesn't nags me a lower price. But if some seller who says, I shipped it but I can't prove it, I don't respond to mails from the buyer, why should I? Offers the same game for a lower price now, so maybe he's gonna sell it more than once, or he's sell it, and yeah, I'm sorry to use the word, to scam the people, to purchase the game and giving up after some messages and don't. Because if I take a look at the stock of what he's have on sale, it doesn't look like there are stock photos. If I'll be honest, stock photos you probably know that as well, would look different, not with an open case or disc. It's just a photo of a game. Let me show that to you. What I mean with stock photos. Just zoom in a little more. Now it's just a scan of or it's not even a scam in my opinion. That could be a photo taken out of a Google library. If you put in the name of the game, the system, and the term cover art as example, it's unsharp, it has round corners. Even the American CD games and cases has corners. You can see that on other photos. Let me show that what I mean to you with that. It's just the item up there. Or with a regular audio CD, the cases are just a slim, or the regular CD cases, and here is of course a corner, a straight 90 degrees angle, and not like in the picture that I showed you before. So that picture that I showed you before would be, in my opinion, a stock photo, for an example photo. And if I take here, that has nothing to do with the seller that I had the bad experience, but I want to show and point it out. So here are the number 3.5 thousand items sold. So this is clearly a seller who doing some business, who is registered as professional seller of video games, and not like the other one where I purchased or tried to purchase the game, who says he is a private person. Try to point that out here. It's written clearly, it's a private person, so that is not a stock photo. And no private person, sorry, I'm a private person too, has more than one copy of a game. So no private person has more than one copies of a game, except maybe for me, because I'm the Mega CD Maniac. Yeah, so I think this all white guys from the country with the maple leaf is a scammer. Because if he would shipped the game, he couldn't offer it once more. Just for an example, I mentioned it, I'm the Mega CD Maniac. Those are not the exact same games. I never would sell one of those two. If I would have to say, to make it clear, yeah, you saw it. But why does the LVG says that those are not the same games? You can see it here. I try to show you, and here there are small differences. I have to check it by myself which is which one. So maybe you see it in the light better. The first, the coloring is different, and this is the UK version and this is the Australian version. I had back in the day also a second UK version, and I kept the prettier one and sold the not so great UK version that I had, but I never would sell this one too, cause I have it. I wanna have it. So a private person don't buy two copies for a game simultaneously. If I would want to have a game and I found it on a yard sale, I would purchase it. Then I have it at home. Then later I found a prettier one, so I would sell this other version, but not in the timeline of days that I would find or hunt down a prettier version, because I would be glad for a little bit longer time with this one version that I already have. Also, for an example, I had the opportunity to buy a PAL version of Bug Blasters. I had, let me say in that way, with that example, I had Mighty Missile, an original US version, disc only. Then I found a copy of the US version in box. I bought this as well, but I don't sell my first version because I have an emotional relationship to this. So when I get it, how do I got it? It was a special story for my mind only. So yeah, what should I say more? I think this seller is not a private seller. He's acting like a private seller to have a little bit less taxes to pay. And has not such strict rules to follow on eBay, but there is something not good going on, because this item he already sold. So he had it in stock. Maybe his just has not so much to do with video games, but you saw the offers, they are mostly video games or only video games, so he's selling video games over eBay. So why should he's buying a game, selling it, rebuy the game and sell it again? So the second purchase would make no sense, except for he never bought a second one. Or he bought it even cheaper and tried to get a couple of bucks, but you saw the price, 13 bucks are not much for a game. So from 20 bucks down to 13 bucks, there's something not good going on with this seller, and it makes me also a little bit, yeah, I said it, suspicious about eBay, because I graded him bad and his grading is disappeared. Okay, I mean, we all could say, I got my money back, so I should be happy. But this seller is still out there, and tries to do the same thing once again. I mean, here $13, there $20, there 14, and the shipping, of course, and he gets the money, and for 30 bucks, let me say it that straight, maybe a person says, yeah, come on, 30 bucks, yeah, I lost it, come on, I don't contact eBay, I don't write him, I wrote him, he doesn't answer to me, come on, what the heck? And if you do that more than once, I mean, that's 100%, 200%, 300% profit. So I'm wondering, and I will, my purchase history is, of course, for longer there, and I will have an eye on this seller. Because when the German seller did such a thing and get into trouble, and in a fair way, I have to say he deserves that, because you can't selling things and don't ship it. But if the German gets into trouble, I'm hope, and not in a bad way, but in a way for us out there who are looking for a game and don't have the opportunities, don't have the possibilities of the great yard sales where you find games. I mean, if I would buy Tom Cadalli, I can't go to a yard sale. It's something very special to find out in the wild. So I had no other choice than go over eBay and looking for such items, and maybe you as well. And it's just sad, if I'll be honest, when I can't trust a platform who I trusted for years. To get the items, not getting the money back. I mean, I want to have the game. I want to have the item that I'm looking for. I don't go into a sport shop and buy a bicycle when I'm not wanna ride the bike, right? I gone into a clothes shop to buy some clothes, and I think it's sad. Yeah, that was it. I think that I stole enough of your time now, and just also wanna warn you that there are sellers out there who are scamming people. Maybe maybe this seller shipped the game, and the postman, one of the post employees, take it by himself. That are things that happens, yeah. But first, why, if someone shipping something internationally, he don't ship it with tracking? I mean, the customer pays for it. And why he sell this item once again? And eBay is satisfied with the answer that he shipped it. I don't know what he said to eBay, but he couldn't prove that he shipped it. And now he sells it again. Why he doesn't fulfill the contract and offers the product, the item, after or in the same time range, again for a lower price. Makes no sense to have more than one copy of a game, except you're a lazy video gamer and a Mega CD maniac. I'm just a lazy video gamer, even too lazy to make a new intro.